What's up, you guys? It's your boy Pete here on the Just Keep Up podcast, where we are one step ahead. As you guys know me, I'm Peter Zindros, obviously. My boy Curtis is not here in attendance tonight for our YouTube show. He will be in attendance later on for our Rumble stream. We got a big Rumble stream for you guys. I don't really want to say too much about what we're gonna cover there, but if you guys know the dude who goes over politics, his first name is Nick and his last name starts with an F. He made some comments about a problem we have in society. So we're gonna cover that on Rumble today. On the other hand, tonight I'm gonna give you guys a banger Pete show here on YouTube. Curtis could not make it. He had better things to do. So now he will go serve his slave wage contract in Africa, just like I did. That one day I missed the show. So shake my head, Kurt. Nah, I'm just playing, man. Kurt's already serving his slave wage. He just got held up at work, so it's all good, buddy. I'm here to cover for you. Um, Before I start the show, though, I just want to say the things Curtis says to you guys about discipline, hard work, and all that stuff. I just want to tell you guys everything Curtis says is true. He actually does all of these things. Like he's not one of those guys that caps for YouTube or anything like that. Like he's actually about all that stuff, and he's a very hardworking man. So I give a lot of respect to Kurt, man. Like congrats to you, buddy. But anyways, what I'm going to be covering tonight here on the show is my featured story is going to be, is Patrick Mahomes the luckiest athlete in sports history? Okay, that is gonna be my featured story. Then after that, I will be getting into the Thursday night game, which was the Ravens Bengals shootout game. Awesome fucking game there. We're gonna go over the Cardinals and the Jets. Things are not looking very good for the Jets right now. And then to end off the show, I'm gonna give you guys a little story time about how me and Curtis met. It's Sports Monday, and the way we met does involve sports. So I'm gonna give you guys a story time edition episode. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with my featured story. Is Patrick Mahomes the luckiest athlete in sports history? The answer is yes. I am sick and tired of this fraud's luck. How convenient can it be that the guy who's been lucky his whole career up to now gets bailed out off a game-winning blocked field goal? Like, isn't that freaking insane, man? Like, that's literally just straight freaking garbage, bro. Like, this guy has had all the freaking luck in the world, and now to top it off, he's getting bailed out by shit like this. Like, his defense has been carrying him all season. All these dropped interceptions and shit that he has. The refs always bailing him out. Like, aren't you guys just tired of seeing the Chiefs win off sheer luck all the time? Like, this stuff is freaking ridiculous, bro. Like, this shit really pisses me off, man. Like, I just hope their luck can run out at some point and we see them lose, because I'm pretty sure we all want to see that. You want to know what also blows my mind? If the Chiefs do end up winning it all after all this sheer luck they've been going through, people are going to look at Patrick Mahomes and be like, oh, he's the GOAT. He's Tom Brady. Hell the fuck no, he ain't. Patrick Mahomes, you might fool all these casuals, but you will never, ever fool me in your entire life. Tom Brady owns you. He is better than you. He is the undisputed GOAT for now and forever. Straight up. So, L. Patrick Mahomes, man, you stink like shit, boy. All right, but that covers my featured story. My answer is yes, he is the luckiest athlete of all time. Now, for my next topic, I'm gonna go over the Ravens and Bengals shootout game. The Ravens won by 1 point. Man, their first matchup, amazing. This second matchup though, just as good. I gotta give it to these two teams, man. Every time they play, they give us a shootout. They ball out, everybody goes off. It's straight offensive games, which is what people want to see, not boring penalty games or defensive minded games. Like, this is what the fans want to see, man. They want to see high scoring games with everybody on the offensive end going off. Joe Burrow had 4 touchdowns. Jamar had 264 yards and 3 touchdowns. One of the greatest games a wide receiver has ever had. And despite those two playing like that, they lost because their defense gave up 35 points. They were up 21-7 as well. Towards like the end of the third quarter. So that run the Ravens made, they basically scored 28 points in the last 20 minutes of the game, which is unbelievable. Lamar Jackson, congrats to you, man. That was a hell of a freaking comeback. Congrats to the whole Ravens team in general. But I do want to talk about the decision to go for it at the end. Some people thought it was the right call because their defense couldn't get stops, but in my personal opinion, I feel like regardless, man, you might as well have just taken the one to tie it, because the Ravens either way would have needed a field goal. So if your problem was thinking your defense can't get a stop, well, you might as well kind of just play it safe and take the one to tie it up and then pray to God that they stop the Ravens from getting into field goal range. But yeah, man, the Bengals, they're a great football team, but they're now 3-6, man. I mean, it's looking pretty rough right now. Hopefully they can make a comeback, because this is a very exciting team to watch, and it would really suck to not see them in the playoffs. Once again, congrats to the Ravens on that phenomenal comeback. Congrats to both teams on giving us a straight shootout. I'm gonna move on to my next topic, which is going to be the Cardinals versus the Jets. Okay, the Cardinals absolutely destroyed the Jets, 31-6, bro. Like, bro, that shit is just ridiculous, man. I wasn't fooled by the Jets defeating a beat up Texans team last week, and yeah, I mean, I was pretty much right. I wasn't fooled by it. They came out here, they got destroyed by a terrible Cardinals team. Yeah, the Jets are done, man. Like, they're 3-7. Just blow it up, pack it up, go tank for the millionth time in your careers. You guys are just a sorry ass franchise altogether. Like, you guys just need to end it all straight up. Just blow it up, man. But anyways, for my last segment of the show, my story time feature is going to be, how did me and Curtis meet? This is a one-time story time exclusive feature just for you guys. So let's give it up. Okay, so this is how me and Kurt met. So basically, we were in the 10th grade, right? Which was, I want to say, about 8 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about 8 years ago, I want to say. We had Spanish class together, and I was just, sitting alone. I didn't really know anybody in that class. And I heard Curtis and some of his friends in the corner talking about sports. They were actually debating if Ray Allen and Kyrie bailed out LeBron with their magnificent shots in the championships that they won. So everybody was pretty much just on Kurt's ass for that stuff. And then, I just pulled in as a joke, and I was just like, yeah, like Ray and Kyrie did bail him out, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I was just trolling Kurt, man. I was just trying to get a good laugh real quick, and, try and meet some new people, because I didn't know anybody in that class. So yeah, that's pretty much how the debate started. It started off with Ray and Kyrie bailing out LeBron. And then we moved the topic to, is Kevin Love at the time better than Paul Millsap? And clearly Paul Millsap was the better player, man. I mean, he was a great defender. Offensively, it wasn't a very far gap either. You could give Love the slight edge, I guess. But yeah, we were all saying that Paul Millsap was the better player, and I was not trolling about this one. Paul Millsap was the better player at the time, and of course I was right. So I'm going to give it up to myself real quick. Yep. And then we moved onto Kobe Bryant, where me and Kurt clearly have many disagreements about this guy. I pulled up and I said Kobe's top three, and then Kurt was calling me crazy. He said he's arguably not even top 10, which is clearly ridiculous, man, because the guy's top three and he's trying to argue that he's like in that 11, 12-ish range. So yeah, L take there. But yeah, man, that class was so freaking fun, man. This is how me and Kurt met. Basketball is literally how we met. Just debating NBA, and then slowly we started like linking outside of school. We started hooping together, and then we became like really close buddies, and we started talking about everything in life. Like we got to the point where we feel comfortable talking about, women, relationships, politics, all that other stuff. At first, it was more of like a sports kind of thing, but eventually, when we got comfortable enough, we started debating everything, and then here we are, 8 years later. We're doing what we've been doing, just on the podcast, in front of this camera, just for you guys. So I'm gonna give it up for ourselves, man, and for you guys too. Thanks for all the support. We see your feedbacks and all that stuff. Make sure you guys tune into Rumble later on. We got a big show planned out for you guys. Curtis is probably gonna be here in about an hour or so. We're gonna start the show then. But yeah, we will see you guys there. Please give your feedback on how you think I did on the Pete show for today. Comment what you thought about, the story time, or what other topics you might want me and Kurt to potentially cover in the future. We're listening to you guys, man. We're trying to give you guys whatever you guys want. We're trying to get you guys the best content, not forced content. Just remember that. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna end the show now. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe, and like I just said, leave some feedback. So, all right, guys, peace.